Hey there, Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. So this is the monthly reading for November 22nd to December 20th, which is the season of Sagittarius. So if you are a Sagittarius and you're cross-watching, happy birthday to you. So I channeled some information for you, but before I do that, I want to take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your comments, for helping me to grow my channel, and I really want to encourage you to go ahead and hit that thumbs up button right now. Couple of reasons. One, it's really good for my channel analytics, and so I appreciate that. It does help me grow my channel, which allows me to reach more people. And the other thing, though, is that it connects our energy. And so when I'm trying to channel, I really need to have an energy exchange to really figure out who it is I'm channeling into. And so leaving me a comment or hitting that thumbs up button helps to increase the opportunities for me to be able to connect with your energy. And so I would appreciate it if you would just take a second to do that. And if you really hated the video, you can always unlike it later, right? So go ahead and do that. So I got into the numerology. I go down rabbit holes. I like numerology. I think it's really interesting, but I never thought about it before. Is to each sign, what's the numerology? And so for Leo, it adds up to change. It's a 5 number. It's a change. So, nobody likes change, and Leo's a fixed sign, and you end up with change, and I think, well, that seems really unfair. And it's funny because Taurus is an initiating sign, is also a fixed sign, and they got initiation, which is also a change kind of element, right? And so it's like the fixed signs, I almost feel like this is the energy you should be moving toward, right? This is what you should be working to try to create into your life. It's like you chose to come in as a sun sign of Leo because, one, you wanted to develop your self-confidence, your solar plexus, to work on that ability to magnetize opportunities and draw them to you, and to create change in your spiritual existence or in lives or in the world or whatever, your change agent. And you do that from your solar plexus energy of the self-confidence that either you're working to develop. I find Leo risings in particular seem to be working to develop self-confidence, whereas Leo suns tend to already have a great deal of it. And so it's a matter of how do I tame the lion so that the self-confidence is beneficial and not arrogance. So prideful, right? So it's kind of like that energy. So it was interesting. So the channeling I did for you. So what happened was I saw you coming up out of a tunnel, and then I realized you were like coming up out of like a metro tunnel or something, and you were in an airplane terminal, and you were dragging along a wheeled bag behind you. You know, you were heading down toward the air, where you board the planes, and I'm looking at that, and I said, "Is this a metaphor for you're moving on, or are you guys on traveling and going on vacation?" Because with the holiday season coming up, it's very possible. And one of the #1 travel days in the U.S. is over the Thanksgiving holiday, which happens during Sagittarius. And so I heard it depends. So some of you are traveling. Happy and safe travels to you. Mercury is going to be direct, so that's good news. And for those of you who are going through a metaphoric change, where you're leaving something behind to move forward, you were striding with confidence. Your bags were packed and you were ready to go. And you weren't carrying a bunch of stuff. So that makes me feel like, you probably left behind a lot of the negative energy. You're traveling light. It was just one bag. So that was good. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and do the 9-card spread. I should have been shuffling that out. So Mercury goes direct on Wednesday. I'm so excited about this. You have no idea. No idea at all. All right, so your overall energy is this energy of going back and forth, but mostly looking toward the past and trying to decide. You're on a teeter-totter. Be a teeter-totter of emotions, and so maybe what I saw was the way you should be handling things, like I'm striding forward with confidence, but this is change, right? This is change that needs to take place. Leo is about making changes, and so sometimes that's really hard. And the key to your situation, in case, oh, this is my 9-card spread for anyone who has never seen that before. Past, present, future, thoughts, feelings, actions, and this is the key to the situation, is the heart of the matter. And the heart of the matter here is a commitment. And so maybe you want to move forward, maybe you'd like to move on, but there's this sense of I'm committed to this situation, and maybe it's the commitment is emotional because it's in the heart space, and it makes it hard for you to decide which way to go with this. In the recent past, you were seeking information, knowledge from books or somebody else. It's teacher. So you were seeking knowledge. You may have been learning a karmic lesson. You may have been seeking knowledge from your intuition. You may have been seeking it from an actual person, entity, or, resource. But you were information was coming to you. You were being taught something. There were things that you needed to know, and you were thinking about it, and you were gathering the information. In the area of transformation, you are being advised to consciously let go of a consciousness of lack. A consciousness of lack will hold you back. Consciousness of lack is believing that you can't, that you're, it's a lie. I just want to say it's a lie. Consciousness of lack is a lie. You are a divine spark of God, having a human experience. You can co-create with the spirit. Anything you want right now, manifestation abilities are super, super high. Things are really lined up. And if you are dwelling in a consciousness of lack, you are going to create lack. And so I want to encourage you to think about what you want to create and take action steps toward it, because if you start moving forward, that means you believe you can do it. And if you believe you can do it, then you create the higher vibrational energy, and spirit will co-create with you the infinite abundance of the universe. Change. Change occurs. An object at rest will stay at rest unless acted upon by an outside force. You need to be the outside force that creates the change in your own life. And you do it by believing. You start there. Oh, in the future we have travel. I'm not even surprised, not even a little bit, to see travel show up here. So you're thinking about traveling. So you are thinking about traveling away from a situation, or actually traveling on vacation. So maybe you're worried that you don't have enough money. I don't know. This is in the area of abundance. So there's lots of travel. It's a big travel. It's a big move. It's a big change. Or it's a big trip that's cost a lot of money, maybe. But you're thinking about it. Okay, in the recent past, you had a lot of anxiety over the increase. Okay, so an increase in the commitment, the increase of finances, the increase, like you were worried that you can't increase what it is that you're trying to increase. This lack of consciousness attitude is creating fixed, stagnated energy. It's holding you back. It's keeping you on the seesaw. It's like, I want to go forward, but I don't know if I can. Yes, you can. Look at this. In the heart space, you have discovery. He's discovering gold. You're discovering your true heart. Your true heart's desire, your true connection to spirit, your true love, your true whatever. It's a discovery of something of value. It might be that you're discovering you. Oh, all kinds of cards I've never seen before. Okay. In the recent past, you have been struggling to connect with spirit. So we have the Ascended Masters here. We have Infinity. We've got the Lotus. We've got the Dove of Peace. And we have, financial abundance and spirals. Yeah, okay, so here we go. Calling on your higher self and also calling on the Ascended Masters. And if you want to know who the Ascended Masters are, you can Google it, and there's a whole list. They will tell you what it is that you're seeking. So are you seeking to increase your intuition? There are certain ones that work with that. If you're trying to increase your abundance, are you trying to increase peace? You're trying to increase your spiritual awareness, your learning of lessons. There's so many opportunities there. I have never seen this one. I actually want to go to the book in case they list anyone in particular, just so that that'll give you something to start with. Oh, it would help to open it to the right page. Okay, so we have Jesus, Buddha, Hilarion, and Saint Germain. So, call on Jesus or Buddha or both. The Hilarion, that would be this teacher, honestly. Keeper of the Akashic Records. Saint Germain also works with the Hilarion, keeper of Akashic Records. And initiations and spiritual initiations. So, yeah. So, start there. Do a little research, see what feels right to you. Okay, so seeking professional assistance right now at this time. We have a commitment here, which looks like a legal contract. We have a consciousness of lack. So Leo, if it is a job situation, trying to get out of contract, you might need a lawyer. If it's a marriage situation, you might need a lawyer. If you're getting ready to make a big move and you have to travel overseas and you need to get your documents in order, make sure you are checking to see who it is, that you have all. So for instance, when my daughter moved to Italy, she wanted to take her cat with her, and there were a lot of hoops to jump through to make that happen, and she couldn't have done it without professional assistance, right? So deciding, what your next steps are, it seems like you need some kind of a professional to help you. If this is about spiritual development, again, you might want to work with somebody. My contact information is below. If you need healing, there's also a Reiki healer listed in my contact information below. So, but this feels like, this feels contractual. It could be a soul contract. If it's a soul contract, then ask Saint Michael to come and cut the cords to sever your contract, your vows of poverty and lack that you took in past lives. And that will help you with this situation here too. Many of us carry forward karmic contracts, and we don't remember them at all. But if you feel like this keeps happening, I think I'm doing well, and then all of a sudden, poof, all my money's gone. Well, you may have taken a vow of poverty in a previous lifetime if you were a religious order or something like that. And so, that was not how it was supposed to be ever. Ask St. Michael, ask Metatron to cut it could be a conscious lack of love too, though, okay? So this is a consciousness of lack. So it's lack in some arena of your life. It doesn't have to be financial. It could be spiritual. It could be emotional. It could be physical. It could be mental. It could be financial. It could be lots of things. But if you ask to have the commitments that you made, to sever the bonds of any negative vows that you made, any karmic contracts, negative karmic contracts that you made, they can't help you unless you ask. You really should ask. Oh, and look at this. In the future, you're moving toward great achievement. Definitely moving things in the right direction here. We have travel, discovery, great achievement. Okay, so say you're a scientist. Maybe you're going to discover something. Maybe you're going to cure something. Maybe you're going to figure something out. It could be something really major like that. But it feels really important that right now in the current action step that you do what you need to do to handle this contractual commitment, whether it's actually in the mundane world, physical contract of something legal and binding, or if it's a karmic contract, so that you can do something about this consciousness of lack. All right, let's let a little guidance and thought processing here. Wow, that was really stuck. Okay, really? Sorry for all the banging. The energy is stuck. I'm going to knock some sense into the energy. Okay, here we go. That felt better. One more. Nice. Alright. What you give will come back. And that consciousness of lack. I'm afraid to give up what I have. I'm afraid if I walk away from what little I have, I'll never be able to make it up. I'll never have more. But what you give up, you get back. Not only do you get it back, you get it back tenfold, right? So, when in doubt, give in. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. When there is no doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. It said it twice. Did I make life too easy? There is no doubt who is number one in my book. When in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. Let them have it. You can make more. You have the ability to co-create with spirit. Anything. And it says you've got time. You've got time. You will... Ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally, unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love and wildly loved? You have much to look forward to. We are here having a human experience, but we will come back and do it again, right? But next time we'll actually remember stuff. The energy of the world is ascending, right? And so we can't remember our past lives and the contracts. And so cutting those cords now, asking for it to be done in the best, the highest good of all, asking for protection while you're doing this process, letting things go, resolving the karmic issues that keep showing up again and again and again. Because you have time. It might not be this lifetime, but if you do the work now, when you come back, you'll remember, and you never come back at a lower vibrational energy than you left. So keep striding forward. Don't be seesawing back and forth. Look to the future. You've got so many doubts about your ability to increase whatever this is, that you feel that you don't have enough of. Let go. Don't fight so hard to hang on to something that it blocks the energy and the flow of the universe to you. In the heart space, we have the fates. Whatever is going on, it's divine timing. It's supposed to happen like this. Chaos and conflict, change, right? Change is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable, but it's time to go. It's time to release. It's time to let go. It's time to let go of the negative energy and then clean it up. This is cleaning up your life. So, wow, this really, so the fates, chaos and conflict, time to go and clean it up. They feel like they came in order. Fate is at work. It created chaos and conflict. Then it's time to go. And then Clean up your life by releasing what doesn't work for you. Let it go. If it's not serving you, travel lightly. But travel. There's great achievement ahead. There's discovery ahead. There's discovery of you. There's discovery of experiences. There's discovery of love. There's discovery of spiritual growth. There's so much to learn and discover. And it seems like the more we learn, the more we realize we don't know anything. Allow yourself to be the student. Allow yourself to learn, to keep continuing to grow. So, we have keep your heart open no matter what. And be ready to transform with wisdom. Be willing to go. It's time to go, Leo. It's time to make that change. Whatever it is that you've been sitting on the fence about, wondering, this like not happy, this isn't working for me, make the changes. It's time. It's time. Okay? All right. Let's go ahead and get into the week. A couple of things happening this week that are interesting. We have Monday, Mars moves into Scorpio. That is that get it done energy. That'll come in very handy with this situation right here. We have the moon and the sun. So the moon is in Leo as we start out the week. And the sun is in Scorpio as we start out the week. And they come into the square. So it like right here at this point, this vector, like that's two lights shining in. Something's going to be illuminated, but it's really tense energy. Something is going to come to light, and it's uncomfortable. It's chaotic. It's not what you wanted. Something will have to be dealt with. It will. Because there's also communication. So Mercury is also in a square with, what is it in a square with? It's in a square with the moon in Libra. So emotional communication, facts, because balance, Libra, right? Information and facts, balance. It's just, Monday and Tuesday look a little uncomfortable. They're meant to be. Remember the fates are at play, right? So you may be called on to defend yourself, as in, well, okay, I know what you've done in the past, but what are you doing now? What are you doing about this? What are you doing? What are you doing? And you might need to defend the situation where it's at this square. Let's get some overall energy for you for the week. Before we go any further. Before I get any further distracted. Wow, stuck. Okay, this. Oh, wow. It is the end of a major cycle. And you have the Six of Pentacles, which is finding the balance. It's letting it go. Don't hang on so tightly to a situation, to assets, to whatever it is. Like demands, commitment, contract, whatever. Something needs to let them have it, surrender, to make peace, which is so interesting because honestly, the cards for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is surrender, release, and peace. That's crazy. Wow, my nose is itching so bad. All right, so this opposition, this energy of Monday and Tuesday, there's like this it's going to be difficult, but there's a lesson in it. What did you learn? What are you learning? And what do you know? Like your innate wisdom, listen to your intuition. Allow it to guide you. Be grateful as much as you can for whatever you can find to find the gratefulness, because you'll raise your vibrational energy. Let it go. What's not working, just let it go. It's not helping you. Instead, be grateful for the opportunities that are coming, for the lessons that you have learned, for this what's next. And find beauty in the moment of where you are and be grateful. There are things to be grateful for. Be grateful that it's time to go. Sometimes that's what you have to be grateful for. All right, so this one too? Okay. So we have the Alpha Dragon, which Cancer had. So if you have, I think Cancer had it. Maybe it was Gemini. I don't know. Check your sun, moon, and rising. It says, harness the divine masculine power of creation, destroy the old, visualize your dream, and help to manifest a new world. Co-create with spirit what you want. Let go of what's not working. Be willing to move forward. Be willing to create something new. Wow, you have 4. I didn't know that. You have the Water Dragon. Helps you flow easily around obstruction. So, that was your card, right? The Sun of Masters, right? So this says the Christ light and love are flowing. Develop your psychic abilities. Go with the flow. So asking Jesus, the Christed light, to help you. Source Dragon, attune to the infinite. Be still in the silence. Magic can happen. Be in the moment. That's that gratitude. That's that wisdom. But it's also listen to your higher self, right? And then you have the Air Dragon, which helps you to rise above earthly matters. Remember, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. Rise above the earthly matters. Communicate with honesty. Brings inspiration and hope. See from a higher perspective. And then, yay. Mercury goes direct. Yay. I'm so happy about that. On Wednesday. And then the moon got into Virgo at 8:54 p.m. on Tuesday. And so Wednesday and Thursday, the moon's in Virgo, and understand that you are being divinely protected throughout this process. This is a good time to really assess your financial situation. Finances seem, with this moon in Virgo at this angle, is definitely about what do you need, what don't you need, what can you let go of, how can you reallocate things and resources to make things work better. And then Thursdays are very great energy to be productive. There's just going to be a resistance to push through, but you can do it. Highly productive energy on Thursday. Okay, so savings. Savings is showing up. I think that was Gemini also. Savings is important. Putting a little money aside. Paying yourself first. When you're going through and you're reallocating your finances, make sure that you're reallocating a savings plan if you don't already have one, or assessing if it's adequate. Do you need to add more? What do you need to be doing there? And then Friday, 11:20 p.m. on Thursday, the moon gets into Libra. And then Friday, the sun gets into Sagittarius, so 50 to the Sages at 9:59 a.m. And this is the surrender and the release part. This is the making the concessions. This is allowing that there is divine timing here. And when you release, there's so much freedom. Freedom in the heart space. Like, okay, that's just done. Let go and move on. It's a time for, wrapping up projects and letting things go. This is beautiful. What a great Leo card. You have take off your cloak of invisibility and let your light be seen. If you've been playing it small, it's time to step into your superpower of you. The sun, the magnetizing, the bringing things in. The cycle is ending. Allow it to end. And then step into your superpower of being you. But there is peace that's going to come with this. if you can find a way to do it. And on Sunday, I think there's going to be a lot of tension. And that moon's going to be in Scorpio, and it gets there, at like 1 o'clock in the morning Eastern Standard Time. And there's going to be this sense of everything feels so out of control. And I don't want anyone to know that I feel like it's out of control. And instead of worrying about the fact that it feels like it's out of control, focus your energies on finding a creative solution. Because we've got the warrior planet of action over there in Scorpio saying, come on, let's get this done. So lots of help there. It says, have faith. Your prayers are manifesting. Remain positive. Follow your guidance. And alchemy. You have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. There's chaos and there's conflict going on. And there's situations. And it's the end of a cycle, and that is hard. The good news is the next cycle looks so much better. But the best way to do it is to enter it in a balanced fashion, letting go of what you don't need, not hanging on so tightly out of fear of lack, and instead understanding that the universe is going to bring you everything you need and so much more if you can just relax into that energy. If you're hanging on tightly to what feels like not nearly as much as you can have by letting go, you are doing yourself a disservice. So, your crystal cards for the month are, I stay focused on the task at hand and accomplish my goals with creativity and determination. Garnet. Boy, does that sound like every Leo I know. You can do this. And then the other one you have is golden topaz. I step forward with joy and enthusiasm. I see my path shining brightly before me. So focusing on the task at hand and understanding that the path that you're stepping out onto, it's shining brightly. There's so much opportunity there. So, when in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. And then make peace. All right, Leo. You have a good month, okay? You take care of yourselves. And hopefully I'll see you back here next week. And we'll see what comes next. It's busy.